What's up, fellas? What you on? Everybody on there, I'm guessing. So who's playing with who? Who's playing with who's grouped up with who? Yep, anytime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens.
What's good, Rick?
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. We'll see a return here from the end zone.
Ooh. What level is that? That is level 16. This gun is that level. This is a low-level gun. This gun. 9 out of 21, so let's put my little thing on.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Jackson on first down.
Right there.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. picked up by Ambry Thomas. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score.
Hey, question what you were talking about. That cast off 762 real quick. Just a question.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
Sorry.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Attack 56 and nice. I just finished that guy.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Getting pick 7 goes maxed out for sure. Something goes through.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Anybody here a sniper? AK when I really need it type shit.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Jackson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop the score.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you're in.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
Oh, there's hella niggas here, brother.
And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had 1 here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards to pick up there. In motion right is Smith. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Samson Ebukam. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That's complete, left side to Bateman. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Sit down.
They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL.
Ready.
Back to the ground on first. It's
I'll see you over there.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
Careful, people shooting on niggas in the air and shit. Heading this way from North 42.
He deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
I'm right behind you.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. You're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Oh, my God, nigga.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Or if anybody could draw me that money, I could get a loadout.
On play action, Lance. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adolphe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. After the sack, it gets the Niners steering up here to 3rd and long. Here's Lance. And the pressure gets to him again.
Wow.
Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stats going to show just how much time he had to make a decision. It's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is going to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
I need that, bud. Thank you. All right, we got 2, 3, if I'm correct, 2 over there where I marked, and we got 3 over here somewhere.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
They're coming to it. They're coming to it.
Smith will come in motion right. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter.
Come here.
14-7.
Bitch.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Jackson. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Jackson on
right
first
on the
down.
outside of it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback there for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
One down over here. We might need to charge them if y'all want to. It's up to y'all.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
Bloodthirsty, you damn right.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
That's what I like to see.
Looking left side, it's complete.
I like to see us getting the motherfucking helicopter.
They'll need to get it to the 30.
Tired of watching these other
This is
motherfuckers
3rd down.
other than that. Look at the money.
Lance now to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
It's all good. That's why he's a killer. Tell her he's a killer. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I can't die out here. That nigga out here commando. You out here with your draws, nigga? That's crazy, nigga. That nigga out here gunning niggas down with his draws on only. That nigga say he's commando.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way.
Told you it's all about the Ravens. Let that know
the
that you
Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
He said that's
just 18 seconds remain until halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gonna catch these bodies.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Get on.
In motion, the tight end.
You gotta get going, Rip.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Final play of the half here, it's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now a play fake. Lance. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Roquan Smith. Now with his second sack here on opening night.
Right here. All right, so he's going to smoke. I see one over here to the far ones.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. From the gun, it's Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score the opening drive of the second half.
All right.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Shit. The Diamond Sea treasure shit. Yeah, hold up. I know I see it over here somewhere.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter. And boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
We got Shurikens out this bitch.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back. But also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
I got him.
I know we love our jobs. And pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely
love. How
about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Careful from outside because he might jump from behind us. So y'all know.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
Nah, don't even rush to the top, bro. Let them come to you.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Lance to throw it. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Roquan Smith bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on
kill that nigga right there.
And that's complete to McCaffrey.
No, I already killed that. nigga.
Christian McCaffrey already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they have taken the lead.
Yeah,
extra point right by Nagar is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Drop down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Smith. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago.
Ain't nobody seen
another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game.
He's got me moving back and forth out here.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree.
I'm shooting other niggas, bro.
Somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, "Hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape." I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1.
I nigga knew exactly where I was, bro.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football.
Over there?
And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
Now, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot.
1 shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Fuck. Knock the nigga down, nigga shot him in the back.
You know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
They were all 3 of them right there where I died at.
Visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back. Get the yardage.
You can go around if you got a mask.
Take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there.
Go around on the other side of the mountain,
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown at his NFL debut. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, right there, right on top of that mountain. Right on top of the mountain.
And this one's caught.
Yes, sir.
The 4th quarter lead grows by
What other teammates have they bitch ass?
And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space. There isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
There. Yes, sir. Oh. That nigga dove down. I thought he was going to let him have it
to get this drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Lance looking to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Desperation time here. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it? Not good, and we saw the result. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Lance. And the timing a bit off.
Bruh.
Falls to the ground.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson.
Yeah, my bad, Papa. Out here, I'm on the phone with my girl.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to...
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Play action. It's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. In motion right is Smith. Jackson looking to throw on third. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 37 yards. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Yep.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's got some, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for the Ravens, They begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will be back home next week for a date with one.
That nigga really came over here. That was a nigga I was looking for, and he found my ass before I found him. Knocked the nigga on top of the hill that knocked you though, Profit. I got 2 bodies. You died on top of that mountain that top of the mountain where all the niggas were sitting on.
I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa.
Oh shit, he's right here already. Hey, Rip.
Take off the cloud chase.
Oh, he right here, Rip.
Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the real jewelry, I'm gonna take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off the
he running, stay alive, they coming for you.
Take off your idols.
You got 8 seconds. Good. Let him have it. I need my weapons. Fuck no.
Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm rich.
Oh my god, why does niggas be sucking my balls backwards, my nigga? Leave me the fuck alone like I've done something to you. Bitch ass nigga.
You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what?
That shit get fucking annoying. Now he done grabbed my munition box and everything.